Hello, hello. I hope everyone can hear me. It is just me today. Uh, I don't know what exactly is going on with Jim. I know I think he's not having as much fun anymore. So we didn't do it like 2 weeks ago, and then last week I had a different commitment. So now I am here because it's been 2 weeks and I've had a couple people ask, and I still have fun. I like talking about CG stuff, so I am here. So bear with me, doing it all my own. I had to learn StreamYard today. Like I knew the basics, but as far as connecting the StreamYard, because we were using Jim's StreamYard, connecting my StreamYard to YouTube and um, making sure that I could tie it together and then thumbnails, and this is going to be a lot more work than I want to. That's why I'm usually just like being a voice on a panel, not having to do the creative stuff behind it. I like being organized, but not, you know. Anyways, so yeah, we will trucker through it. Anyway, so I'll say hi to those that are in the chat, and it feels so weird to just feel like I'm talking to myself because I hear nothing else. All right, so I did see Von Stugel that was here, but his comments have since gone away. Hey, JP. Hello, Nicholas. Good stuff. AZ, Jeremy Burtz. I did see Mrs. Hello, Mrs. We definitely need a movie night sometime soon, and we have to schedule it. But anyways, that way it doesn't keep getting put off in the background. And I think I said hi to Crazy Mad, but I might not have. My memory is not the greatest. Okay, so I think we are. I'm gonna keep a similar format. We are gonna pull up CG Tracker once I have it up. But let me see if I can share this stuff. So it'll be hard once I'm actually looking at CG Tracker and looking at the campaigns to actually try to keep on top of the chat. But I will try. Thankfully, we don't have, you know, 50 plus people in here that I have to pull up stuff. Wait. I usually also watch on my phone, so I'm trying to pull it up on my phone, but I don't know if anybody else has a situation, but it hasn't gone live on my phone yet. Like I can see the thumbnail, but that's about it. All right, there we are. Okay, so hopefully once it's covered, I can at least look down at my phone a little bit. But anyways, all right, so we're gonna share the screen. We are going to. We don't need. Actually, I will share audio in case we do. In case we do some trailers. All right, so I think you guys can see the screen, and I think you guys can see CG Tracker. So I hope. Yeah, AZ, I'm not sure. It sounds like when I'm watching the show, it doesn't or when I'm in the chat talking, it doesn't automatically load the stream once it's live. I have to leave and come back. I don't know if that's just an Android thing or my YouTube app thing, or I don't know, but 99.9% of the times when I'm watching YouTube, it's on my phone. Okay, so I am not sure exactly what we are going to look at today. So here's the 2020 thecreatorgo.com for CG. I did notice that there was some that was came out recently, and I'm not sure how soon or how often Nails Sabot, I think I'm saying his name's right. Nadzabot? Nodsabot. Nodsailbot. I want to say Nails Sabot. But anyways, okay. The name is right here. Nodsaibot. All right. So if I scroll down to the end, some of them, there's actually quite a few that have thankfully funded. So there was, let's see, there's Fractured Echo that I remember looking at during the week. It just came out on the 20th, so 6 days ago. It is not funded yet, and Fractured Echo is one of the ones that Rod Looper is working on, and I think most of us might recognize Rod Looper's name because he has done Black Tiger, Legacy of Fury, Black Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and he's working on Fractured Mind with Bancroft. So there is that one we can look at. There was what was another one? Anyone know? Because I'm not sure I'm going to be able to find somebody from Create-A-Go because I think most of the ones are either current, like Shadowpunk is a new one, but that one has funded. Uh, Crazy Mad, what was the one they were talking about on uh, Dave Brink's channel? With was it Jules Freeman? I don't know if you could tell me what that one was. We could also look at that one. And then and then the other one I was thinking about was Dead Stop, Tour of Terror from 656. That has not funded yet. That's been out for what, a couple weeks now. So there's three that we can look at. I don't know that I would look at all three. I think where it's just me and I already feel like I'm talking too much and whatnot, but that it might be aiming for the hour, not more than the hour. So I don't know if we'll be able to do all three in the time. But yeah, Vigilant Fury. Thank you, Tracy. So I don't know if anybody has any preferences. We could do Dead Stop, we could do Fractured Echo, we could do Vigilant Fury. So I don't know if anybody has any thoughts of what we would like to look at. Hey, Johnny Rando, thanks for joining. I'll throw you the link, Crazy. You can come in here at some point. All right, no thoughts? Should I just do alphabetically? All right, let's do actually, we'll go with the oldest one. We will go with, and you know what, because it's not, I don't even think it's up here yet. So I'm wondering if they're still being, I know they had a rough start in the beginning where they thought they were being shadow banned. But let's do Dead Stop. Indiegogo, see if we can find it based on that. Okay, so actually it is a search. You can find it now. All right, so we'll start with this one, and then we can go with Fractured Echo, like Astro Zombie suggests. But this one, it says 7 days left, but this is the first. No, actually, they might not be continuing past the 30 days. I don't know if anybody else can confirm that, but I think that's what I've heard Ollie say. Like once this 7 days is up, they are going in demand if they make the thing, but they are not going to go past the 30 days. I know they have other plans. They're planning to, I think, do a second chance campaign for cryptidnals, but Dead Stop Tour of Terror. Now, I know a lot of people think that it's like you shouldn't say this, there's a lot of factors or whatever, but I am really surprised that these guys have not at least made, the $5,000 goal. I'm not sure how much the cryptidnals ended on, but I know that at least five figures, right? I don't know if somebody can um confirm exactly what it was, or I can look it up, but it'll be, where I'm sharing screen will be kind of weird with you guys just looking at my window toggling. But they did really well with cryptidnals. I know I liked cryptidnals, although honestly I liked the Dogman book more than cryptidnals. But I think that was just more for subject matter. Like it was more interesting to me since the cryptidnals was kind of like an intro and a building, and it was definitely a complete story and I liked it. But the Dogman was definitely my favorite if I had to pick one of the two. The storytelling was good, the art was good, there was good. So with the success of the cryptidnals, I definitely would have thought that Dead Stop would be higher than it has gotten. I have already backed Dead Stop. So I really do hope that it gets the $1,230 that it needs to make goal in the next 7 days. Because, like I said, I don't believe once they're at the end of the 30 that they're going to go for a second 30. I think they're just doing the first 30 and then going in demand if they make the goal. So they need to make the goal in the next 7 days to be able to go in demand. Let's do. Now, okay, normally we pick up this stuff now. I don't know what you all think about the past 656 works. I know they have done a number of books in Spanish of their own productive skills. And then they have done what? Border. What's the border book? Of course, I just lost the word as I wanted to say it. That's why it's always good to be with someone. The escape or die, right? Escape or die, and then the subtitle something about the border. Um, and I've heard good things about that one. That's why, despite horror no longer being a subject matter that I appreciate as much, back in my late teens, I was definitely a big horror person, but I have since grew out of that. But the cryptidnals, reading with the lights on. Actually, part of it I was reading at the beach during the middle of the day, sun shining. It was definitely pretty good. But so they have. I don't know. They're good. Like I don't. I would think with how good of a product they have produced in the past, this campaign should be much further along than it is. All right, so let's look at the trailer. Hope you guys can hear it. I don't know that I can hear it. Or maybe it will have trouble playing. And therefore we can skip it. All right, maybe we're skipping it. Sorry, my cat is like trying to get on my lap and this just doesn't work out for me. All right, so we're not going to play that. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if that's a new StreamYard thing where it's having issues. Okay, so the Dead Stop Tour of Terror. I don't know how many of you know that it is an anthology. So there's many little short story with a horror twist theme to everything put together. So there is a tour guide. It says, join your macabre tour guide, crazy as he navigates the sordid streets of Juarez with his trusty bus Caronte, taking you on a ride where vile legends, malign monsters, and wicked madmen come to life. So there's 7 incredible tales, 100 pages woven together with by the thread that holds and binds them, the border. It is Tales from the Crypt with a 656 flavor. I'm about ready to like move you off. My cat keeps laying on my phone, so I can't even see the chat. uh, Wait a second, crazy. You have not heard of Dead Stop? Really? All right, cat, you're going on the floor. Move, move. Okay. So it has many people of the 656 crew. So it has Francisco, and of course Arce, Ray Ramos, Dario Rodriguez. God, if Ollie watches this, he's gonna love my Spanish pronunciation. So, anyways, I was not a big anthology fan. I know there's some stories that I like, but overall, the whole collection, you don't like everything. So I know anthologies can definitely be a gamble. But I think Ollie was saying how all of the stories in here were done by the same artist. Because I think one of the biggest complaints that they wanted to address was the fact that some people didn't like anthologies because the art inside was vastly different from story to story. Now, from what I understand, these ones have the same artist. And it is nice that they are breaking down the story by title. It does give a bit of a rundown as to what the story is. And these are black and white pages, which I'm not 100% sure if they're planning it to keep it in black and white or if they're planning to have it in colored. And they are showing, some work in progress. My cat just closed out of out of my phone. Why do you need to lay on the phone, cat? Move. Okay. Of course, he wants the attention when I can't be giving him the attention. I know that darn cat. He is definitely more of a pain in my ass than anything, but you gotta love him. All right, so stretch goals I don't have listed until it's funded, which makes sense because that first goal is to get the book funded. The art, I think there's nothing wrong with the art. It's definitely a type of art that it might not be quite your thing, but it's good. It looks dynamic. It helps with the stories. Nothing wrong with it. Now they do have a Rich Ayala cover, which is here. I'm not like uh this kind of art is definitely one of those that isn't really my cup of tea. But it's fun, and I guess that's why I ended up backing both covers. I like the fact that it has Sully up here as part of it, kind of like that little CG crossover. I am definitely a sucker for the CG crossover bits or the little bit of Easter eggs that you might find in books or things like that. Now, a nice thing that 656 is doing that you haven't seen, or at least I haven't seen done, not in the CG indie comic scene, is they're doing a die cut cover. Now, the image here, it shows like the white pieces, that first image. Let me see if I can zoom in. Whoops, zooming in the wrong way. Crap. There we go. Okay, that first image, from what I understand, the white will be cut out. So the windows and where the little skull comes through the fender, the grill, is going to be cut out, and then you will see those pieces, the image, the second image right here, coming through the die cut, and then overall it will appear as you see in the third page. Now I think that's pretty cool. I hope that comes out as good as I am envisioning it. I'm sure whatever proofs they're doing, they're definitely going to do the best that they can do. I actually have not seen a die cut cover for a comic book, so I don't know if anybody else has done it, even in mainstream, that people are familiar with and like them. Let's see. Thanks for yes, I will talk to my cat. All right, so the die cut cover. But yeah, like I don't know what else to. They don't have any updates yet. They haven't funded. There is a discussion. Oh, I'm not logged in, but that's okay. Um, digital version, mostly questions. Aerith P. All right, I think Aerith's saying that because I believe the original trailer, or not the trailer, but the original campaign, as Ollie was loading it, he actually put hashtag sex, and I believe that's probably one of the words that Indiegogo doesn't like people using, so therefore they kind of like shadow banned. And then once they realized what was going on, they fixed that. So don't use hashtag sex on your Indiegogo campaigns when you are doing it. So the perk, this is the one I got, the double covers, the $45. So you have both the die cut cover and then the Rich Ayala cover. They're definitely keeping basic. It's $45. We'll figure out what the ships worldwide, which is nice because there are a lot of campaigns that are having limited shipping. But so it's $10 United States. We'll look at Australia. $30 to Australia, a little on the pricey side. And then United Kingdom was $30. So United States, they keep it at 10. If that goes overseas, it looks like it might be a $30 fee, which I suppose if somebody really wanted it, at least they have that option to get it. Do you guys feel that way? Like at least they're having shipping abroad. So if someone really wanted it, they could pay that, even though it is kind of a crazy amount of shipping. Or would you prefer that people don't ship at all? I know that it seems to be the way that we're looking. So Astro Zombie says the 4 issues of Superman that introduced new versions after he died had die cut covers. Okay. And Hicksville says he does have a few die cut comics. It's a fun gimmick. Dave has joined us. Hello, Dave. Thanks for joining. All right. So then after the 2 cover or the 2 book, there is just a single book for $25. Now keep in mind, I think this is 100 pages, 100 plus pages. So they have the die cut one, and then they have the Rich Ayala one. You can buy them individually. Looks like people are excited for that die cut because it's winning 23 claim to 14 claim for the Rich Ayala. And then they still have cover art, original cover art available for $600. That's a pretty dang good price for cover art. Like I said, I don't know if there's enough eyes getting on this project or something because, you know, it looks like a fun project. People like horror. 656 is does what they've done. They do it well, you know. They are proven, I guess you could say. And even with this Dario's art, you get both pages. So, you know, you get the innards of the bus that's here, and then you get the outside of the bus. So you have two things of original art for $600. All right, so Johnny Rando says expensive shipping has been a deal breaker for him in the past. $30 is too expensive. I agree. I don't know that I would pay $30 either. Um, if it's something that I guess I really wanted in a hefty book, you know, maybe I would, you know, knowing ahead of time, like if I was in Australia or in the UK, um, you know, like Groken. I'd probably, even though it's not a 100+ page book, as long as I don't think I would mind paying $25 for Groken and $30 shipping just to get me Groken in the UK. That could be me, but you know, um, but I might opt for the digital. Actually, no, not with Groken. I wouldn't opt for a digital. Some other books I would probably opt for digital. uh, let me see if I can figure out. Actually, you know what? If I can, I see that, Mrs. Let me see if I can figure that out. All right, we're gonna take a moment, see if I can change my, because I'm signed in as Amanda on YouTube, so I'll see if I can. Oh, I think I got it. All right, Crazy. We're adding a moderator. All right, Crazy. I think you're a mod. All right. Do anybody else want to be a mod? Although I'm not gonna have a sea of blue. If anybody else wants to be mod, let me know. Johnny says somebody go let Kenneth know he needs an Amanda tier with $40 shipping. I don't want to have to pay the $40, but I would, you know. But that's just me. But that also does take the if I'm paying, you know, $50 for a issue of Groken, I might not be spending that, you know, extra $25 on somebody else. So, any thoughts? Any questions that we need to look at for Dead Stop before we move on to the next one? And actually, maybe if maybe we will be getting through 3 campaigns, because it is just me rambling. But I'll wait, see if anybody else has questions. I know I've seen Ollie going around to a few places talking about this. I'm not sure how far reaching he is, but I've seen him on, you know, quite a few shows and the YouTube channels that I watch, but that is, you know, a smaller pocket. There are definitely, PG is vast and wide, let's just put it that way. Raiden wants to hear my best Jim Cox impersonation. Yeah, no. I don't do a Jim Cox impersonation. I don't do any impersonations. I'm horrible at that. Johnny's pointing out that Groken is over $91,000. Yeah, he's gonna get 6 figures on that. I don't think there's any question about that because he's still only what 2 weeks. He hasn't been the 15th. Yeah, it was the 15th. So it's what, 11 days? 11 days. He's doing a full 60. I believe it is already set out to 60, not just a 30 and 30. And then he is debating whether or not he's going to keep it in demand or not. I think he didn't go in demand with the first one, so I think he might be a little bit more leaning towards no in demand with this one, but he hasn't completely decided. So there is a little leeway to go one way or the other depending upon how he feels the campaign has been going. Yes, Mr. Von Stugel, we are gymless. All right, so nothing in regards to Dead Stop Tour of Terror. Now, for those that might be watching this on the replay, Crazy, thank you for putting the link in the chat, but the links will also be in the description, so you can definitely find them there. And I agree with you, Crazy. I don't know why you wouldn't go in demand, especially through fulfillment. I know people have different feelings about this, but there's been times, and the perfect example that I've had, when God's Hand came out. Uh, it had good reviews, the Anthony Figueroa's God's Hand, and I went to go back it, but it didn't go in demand. So, you had these people that were saying good things about this book, and you see people's excitement for getting this book, and I'm like, hey, I want that too, and I don't have the ability to be able to back it. So when Justice City Chronicles came out, I backed it, but Justice City Chronicles isn't out yet, so I still don't have God's Hand. Although I know God's Hand is available on CG Now, so if those want to check out God's Hand, it is available CG Now. But where I did back it in Justice City, I am waiting somewhat patiently for Justice City Chronicles. Oh, that was something I just realized. I saw my Twitter notifications. I didn't share this out, so anyways. All right. Moving on. All right, so Mrs. Good Stuff, while I'm looking at the other thing, has a question. I don't know a lot about Roquefort. What is it about Groken that sets it apart? I'm interested. So people in the chat, if you have backed Groken, Red Groken, are a Roquefort fan, whatnot, definitely let Mrs. Good Stuff know what you like about it. I know that I can tell you that I really like his art, and I like his coloring more so than his lines. He has some distinctive lines, but it's the coloring that I really prefer. The watercolor looking, but it's so much more. I don't know exactly how to describe it, but I do really appreciate the watercolor effect. Although I think he does multimedia, so it's not just watercolor. All right, so I'm gonna look at Fractured Echo. I know after reading the book, the story that I read was good, but, I get razzed because I say it's, like, my 4th favorite CG book, and a lot of people have it as their number 1, and it's more so for the theme. Like, I liked it, but you can tell it is a build up of what is coming, and I am excited as to what is coming, but I didn't think there was enough of book 1 to topple, like, my other favorite CG books. So, it's kinda like a nice build up as to, I don't know, kinda reminds me of, like, almost like a Jim Henson Labyrinth. It's definitely a fantasy thing, but there's definitely more to the world than what he has given us in issue 1. Astro Johnny says the art is next level. And then, yes, Mr. Von Stugel, Vanessa should be here to explain Groken to Mrs. Good Stuff. Although, you know what Vanessa would say? It's Groken. That's all you need to know. But, aside from the art, I can just see that the story is going to be beautiful. It's one of those. I don't know if you've read The Lucent yet, but it's definitely um, one of those stories that's kind of like a slow burn. You're getting into it slowly. There is enough in it to catch your interest, but there's enough pieces that are getting thrown in to wonder exactly where's the result later. What's going to happen later? Okay. So this other one is fractured echo. It's hello, 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 hello. Am I back? I think my headset died. Apparently, I might have left them on last night and then I didn't charge this morning. So let me know if you guys can hear me. I can see the ring around my face. So I'm assuming you can hear me, but I'll wait until I hear. Okay, okay. So yeah, no, it wasn't the cat. I think my headset died. And I didn't realize it. So I'm glad that you guys were there to say something. Although of course me not paying attention, I probably rambled for like 2 minutes before. Anyways, all right, let's go back to sharing and we'll go back to fractured echo. Um, yeah, yeah, boomer, boomer. All right, I think you guys can see this. My daughter is hang on, I'm gonna mute myself. My daughter is dancing right next to me and she needs my attention, and I'm like trying to tell her, no, I am the only one streaming. I can't pay attention to you right now. All right, hang on one sec though. All right, I'm back. I hope you guys can hear me. She emergency needed to know where the chicken was in the fridge. Hmm. Anyways, okay. So back to Fractured Echo. So I will start from the beginning because I don't know what you guys heard with the Fractured Echo. This is Aaron Bennett's first campaign. Not sure what else he has been on. This might be going on basically a lot of Rod Looper fans because Rod Looper has done the two from Black Tiger. He's working on Fractured Minds with Bancroft. Um, and that. But this has only been out for 6 days. I am a little concerned with the goal. It has an $11,028 goal, which is a bit high in my opinion for a first-time campaign. But that probably is in reality how much it costs to make it. So that's what they're trying to do. It is at 15% with 55 days left, so it is possible, but they definitely need to get out there some more. I'm not sure uh if you guys have seen them making their rounds. I believe they were supposed to be on Bancroft this past week, a night that Bancroft canceled because he was sick. I did see them on a stream this morning. I believe Astro Zombie points out that it's a pretty specific goal. Well, it says that Aaron's out of Australia, so I imagine it's probably an even amount in Australian dollars, because he probably did the goal as Australian dollars. So that's probably why it's a weird American amount. So let's see. Thank you for dropping the link, Crazy. So this is a cyberpunk styled sci-fi horror story, and find out what awaits aboard the Echo. So this I did back as well. I am a fan of Rod Looper. I think he has an amazing talent. So hopefully Aaron can live up with the writing side. Although Aaron, I did find out this morning, does have a graphic arts degree, I believe. But here, Rod is doing everything. He's doing the lines and he's doing the colors. Now you can see this. I won't play the video because it probably will just turn and turn and turn. But this is how 499 colors should look. You know, it's definitely got that bisexual lighting colors going on. But when I heard them talk about it this morning, it is a alien movie cross with I guess there's a cult involved or some people that act like a cult. And then there is also psychedelic drugs involved. So I'm assuming this is the colors. The colors of are part of the psychedelic drug part. So we move on into uh so it's issue 1. It's 33 pages. Uh, Definitely on the lower side of pages, but it says it's an ultimate sci-fi horror story. So there is more. Looking at the image, you know, it's definitely a sci-fi, but there is horror in here. So it says Alexandra is a space technician who salvages the remains of damaged space vessels that drift in orbit. Upon discovery of a derelict vessel, she and her crew descend to inspect and salvage its remains. On arrival, things are not what they seem. As they encounter what looks to be the works of a demented cult, succumb to dark psychedelic trauma on board, the salvage mission is no longer the priority while they face genetically modified creatures alone and isolated in space. Who will Alex and her crew turn to? I kind of like that summary. I don't know if you if that catches your guys' attention or not. But I don't know. Look at this art. You know, Rod is good. I don't know what to say. Rod is good. Oh, look. Vibrant neon color palette. There is an explanation. Creating a truly enjoyable experience for our audience requires more than a great story, as it also needs amazing colors and art to complement it. When words are visualized, it creates a deeper experience to those engaging in the story. Our artist, Rod Looper, has done an amazing job at materializing the story behind Fractured Echo. Our art creates depth and invokes emotion by utilizing water paint-like strokes and color palettes. Every inch of every panel is digitally hand-painted, which gives each page a quality unlike any other comic. See for yourself, you won't be disappointed. So they're definitely pushing the art. But look, there's the broken vessel, at least something. I don't know if that's a page or just panels. But still, it does give a nice look into what you'll be looking at. So they have goals, benchmark more issues to come, many more issues to come. Doesn't say exactly how many, but that this is the first of what they hope to be many. More art, more about the creator. Oh, let's see, there it is. So Aaron is a writer, creator, and marketer. Aaron is a graphic designer by day and a sci-fi horror enthusiast by night. His interest is in the genre spans across comics, gaming, TV, and film. Hey Phil with two L's, thanks for joining. Woo. Didn't pay attention to where my mouse was because I was looking at the phone. All right, so then we're going into perks. So there is a digital PDF. Actually, this is what I got. I got the digital PDF. One, because actually I can tell you exactly why. Aaron is a bit of an unknown. I don't know him that well. So I don't know that I'd want to invest the $40+ for a hard copy. Plus the theme, I'm not a super sci-fi person. So I feel as though the risk isn't as much with if I pay for a digital than if I was to get a hard copy and not like the theme or the writing. I guess, I know that the pictures will be pretty and I can see those digitally. But that could just be me. No offense to Aaron, just opinions are like, and these are my opinions. So he is doing some merchandising with their bundles. I know we've touched upon this with like first time IPs and the merchandising. Is it something that you think is good or is it bad? Or, I am kind of the nature that you should establish your IP before you worry about the merchandising. Although what he's doing here to me isn't a bad way to go about it, because he's showing, I don't know if that's just his the emblem with the skull with wings and a halo. I don't know if you guys can see that and if I can zoom in, but the skull with halos, I mean skull with wings and a halo. That's kind of a neat art graphics, and it's not many people are going to know what you're advertising for and just might think, hey, that's just a cool everyday image. So, that might be more of a selling point than if someone was to, well, what's Fractured Echo? Uh, so much. So they definitely have like t-shirts and keychains and stickers. Although I do have a question. I don't know if you guys, for those, like you see that he has a keychain, you see that he has a sticker. Do you think something like that should be part of the tier that you back? Or should things like that be part of the stretch goals? Now, I know coming into CG on the late side and comics on the late side, uh, a lot of this like stuff, the stickers, the keychain, I feel as though those are stretch goals more so than, you know, part of the tier that I want to back. So it is kind of an interesting thing that he's doing it this way here. I know there are some other people that do that, although it's not, it's not quite so common practice. At least the the campaigns that I see, it's not the norm, I guess you could say. Hail the Mo! And no, I'm not starting over. You missed me boomerang though, Mo. My headset died and I didn't realize it for at least it seemed like forever, but it's probably only like a minute. But yeah. So it looks like I don't know, it's probably a good thing that there's descriptions somewhere because a lot of these images look the same. Bundle 2, what's the difference between bundle 3, bundle 2? Bundle 3 has a shirt. Looks like there's a poster there somewhere. So when we come down here, bundle 4 has, I don't know, the PDF. Looks like a computer chip of some sort. I did hear him talk about NFTs on the show earlier, so I don't know where that comes in. Maybe that's where the NFT bundle 4 has an NFT. But we'll look at the actual tiers up above. So, too bad there isn't a list with these images. That would be a nice thing. Oh, they do have a different type of shirt here. So it's more than just the skull with the wings and the halo. Jim is not here today. I'm not sure if Jim is gonna plans to continue with the show, Mo. And I'm actually wasn't even sure if I was planning to continue with the show. But last week I had other obligations and I actually had to learn StreamYard a little bit more as far as uploading to YouTube. So I did that and I am here with you guys today. But as I said in the beginning, I do like talking about CG. I just wish I didn't feel like I was talking to myself. All right. Oh, see, well, that's still a weird. So, in order for us to make Fractured Echo reality, we'll be needing to hit our campaign target of 15,870 Australian dollars. So it is weird to begin with, because you think a nice 16,000 would make sense for the Australian dollars. But my guess is that's probably he crunched numbers, and those are the numbers that he got. So I guess that shows that he's taking it seriously. That's what he needs. That's what he's asking for, and hopefully that's what he's getting. And it does have a breakdown here that highlights it. All right. So it has a breakdown here that 60% of that is art fees. Of course, Rod, needs to get paid. He's doing the line art. He's doing the color. And then 20% is going to the merch and then the packaging and the shipping. 15% is to the taxes and 5% is to the fees. And I'm wondering if that's like the Indiegogo portion, taxes and fees. I'm not quite sure. All right. Well, thank you for your vote of confidence, Crazy. Unclear, Mo, but Amanda's killing it on her own. Yes, this is good stuff. My cat was my co-host and took over the stream. Said it was headset dying, but cat is holding me hostage. So, cat is not holding me hostage. Johnny Rando, that surprised me. Jim was such an enthusiastic co-host. He was a big help. And I'm not sure if he knows that, but he definitely was a big help. Maybe not quite so enthusiastic, except for when he was getting angry at me, but he helped. So it could be wrong, but I would think that logo would be copyright infringement of Avenged Sevenfold. Huh, you got me curious. Let me look up Avenged Sevenfold. My daughter is making faces at me. Lila, stop. All right. Oh, there's no halo. Let me see if I can do the image. So yeah, you got the skull, you got the wings, but there is no halo. So I don't know how different does it have to be to not be a copyright infringement? All right. Sounds like things are getting out of hand. The only way you're going to reason with this cat is to swap out the catnip for crack. Thanks, Mo. uh... hey, thanks for coming. So he says, "Oh damn, I've been listening a few minutes and didn't realize Jim was out." Are you trying to say that I talked too much the last time when Jim was here? That's probably true. I when I'm like the leader, I feel as though I need to be the leader. But my preference really is to just sit back and follow. All right, so good catch on that there, JP. So excuse me one second. All right, I'm back. So fractured echo, go back to that. The risks and challenges. All right, so we went over this. Want to support, can't afford it, definitely share it out. So how many people of you have seen this around? Let's see, I said it was on day 6, I believe. So it is relatively new. Thanks, Mo. Only it's okay to take the lead, especially when you're the only one on the show. Somebody's got to, Mo. Somebody's got to. We did not do the chat last night. Vanessa had other obligations, so she was not around to do the StreamYard or whatnot. We will be this coming Tuesday, this coming Saturday, there is a plan. Unless, of course, something comes up. But all right, so the physical copy. Now, these are in Australian dollars. So a physical copy is $25 Australian, $17 US. $17 for a book, I don't think is a bad price to pay, although it doesn't say, nope, it doesn't. It doesn't say what format it's going to be in. It doesn't say if it's just going to be a floppy or if it's going to be perfect bound. And I can't say I've heard any discussion on that because I think I've only seen them. Yeah, I've only seen them discuss it once this morning, and I was half listening most of the time. So let's see. All right, so shipping to, whoops, I won't be typing. Shipping to, oh, I don't know if that's a faux pas or a taboo, or not a taboo, but a mistake. But right now, shipping is free. So for 17 US dollars, you can get it in the US. So maybe, I don't think you'd be able to change the shipping after the fact, right? I wonder if that's going to be a not so fun thing when it comes time for shipping. Although, maybe he's expecting it because he does have it built into that goal that he's expecting it to come out of the fees that he raises. So yeah, free to the United States, free to the United Kingdom. I imagine it's free to Australia. Oh, that'd be kind of funny if he had to pay. Yeah, free to Australia. So my guess is everything is free shipping. So I don't know if you like what you see, $17 shipping included. Crazy. I hope you're dropping that link because maybe some people appreciate that. Although I don't know if the economy, gas prices, everything else is crunching into people's pockets right now. So, all right. So the physical printed copy is $17. I guess if I would have realized that it was only $17, because the digital is $7, but I probably would have paid the $10 more to get the physical, knowing that I got the physical and the shipping was free. Because usually I just assume that shipping will at least be another $10. So the 17 plus the 27, and but I don't think I quite did the math. I think it was, oh my God, it's live. Let's get how low of a number I can get. I think I was back at number 9 or something. But anyways, so you have the digital for $7. You have the bundle one, the Altair. I'm assuming that has something to do with the book, but that's $50. You get all the little sticker, key ring, and is that a funky bookmark? Looks like it might be like a die cut bookmark, which would be pretty cool. All right. Yeah, Astro Zombie, that's a good question. What is shipping like from Australia? I know it's cheaper for them to ship to us, from what I understand, than us to ship to them, but I still don't know what kind of money we're looking at. And I'm sorry, Phil. We weren't there. So Arrogant8 points out that he's seen it, but mostly on Twitter. He doesn't know if he's watched a stream dedicated to the project yet. And I think you might be right, Mr. Von Stugel. Vanessa was out with Cletus. Mo says, speaking of Vanessa, I have some Mo trivia. When I was in elementary school, there were twins in my class named Vanessa and Vanessa. Interesting. Arrogant Ape says, I want to know what differentiates this project from the elements it is borrowing from. I get a lot of dead space in this setting and basic synopsis, and I love that, but I want to know what's unique. What do you mean by dead space, AA? Oh, so Astro Zombie, I didn't realize there were add-ons. So Astro Zombie said he just backed the physical book and add the bookmark, and it only charged $1 for shipping. Damn, that bookmark's put it overweight, I guess. All right, so there's that. The link has been in the chat. The link will be in the description at some point in time. Again, I'm not super strong with the behind the scenes stuff, is setting up the stream and making sure everything where it needs to be in the description. So it'll come. It just might take a little bit. All right, so we had, and then you're getting t-shirts thrown in. All right, so let's see. Does this actually tell you? Okay, so yeah, other than the pictures that are further down, this does to like the bundle 3 tells you it has the digital PDF, the full color hard copy, holographic sticker, keychain, bookmark, full color gloss poster, and the t-shirt. So it is listed in the tiers, which is one thing that I really like about with Indiegogo. It is nice that you have the picture that's here, but this is a lot of stuff, you know, like you can't quite tell what is what per se. So it is good to have that list. Now this one, what's the difference? One of 40 Skull Design t-shirts. Oh, so that Skull Design t-shirt is limited. One of 40. All right, so there's that image. What is that? It is. Okay. One of 20 Fractured Echoes NFT. So yeah, that one is an NFT. I guess that's what their little symbol is for the NFT. I don't know if that's a standard NFT thing. I tend to close out my mind when I hear talk of NFTs. I don't understand them and I don't believe in them. Oh, Dead Space is a sci-fi horror video game. Oh. They were talking about big influences being Alien and crap, what was the Blade Runner? Yeah, Blade Runner. I think like a lot of the coloring or whatnot was from Blade Runner. They had a lot of influence from that. Astro Zombie points out that you can add on the sticker, keychain, shirt, and bookmark. All right, let's go up to just the book. Book. Get this perk. There we are. Yeah, so there's a holographic sticker for $3 the keychain for $10 You can get that Fractured Echo t-shirt for $28 and the Fractured Echo bookmark for $7 So just me, or is that bookmark a bit pricey? Let's see. One custom design bookmark featuring a Fractured Echo design. Bookmark. What's it made out of? Think it's metal? Think it's like cardstock? It is cool looking. It is nice that it has that die cut. But if it's just a cardstock style bookmark, I'm not sure I'd want to pay $7 for it. Thinks that it doesn't say it. So it looks like it's planning to be delivered December 2022. And I've been noticing this with Indiegogo before. It says original date is December 2022, and then the current date is December 2022. It's almost like they updated it, but the date is the same. And I don't quite understand if that's just a Indiegogo thing or if that's something that the creator did when they set up their campaign, like, you know, something that wasn't quite so user friendly and intuitive, and it just ended up being like it was going to be this, but it's going to be that, and you know they never changed the date to begin with, so it's really the same date. Crazy Mad points out bookmarks are apparently a thing now. Yeah, that bookmark campaign coming out. I'm kind of excited about that. I never thought I'd be as excited about a bookmark, but when you have people like Bancroft and Roquefort, and they're doing Chance and Shelby, they're having quite a few good names that are coming forth on that bookmark versus sticker thing. I'm not quite sure who's doing what. I know Bancroft has said he's doing a bookmark. Roquefort, the image is the bookmark, which is gorgeous. Dean, Comics Mate, was having a draw stream the other day for his bookmark, so he's doing a bookmark. But I think that would be cool. I am interested to see how that is, like what kind of prices, shipping, how it's going to follow a crowdfunding campaign, how that will work out. But I know that I like the fact that Roquefort's has tassels. I hope they all have options for tassels. So that'll be cool. Hey, Vanessa, we were talking about you. Thanks for joining. And yes, this is a solo Amanda show. I am like just talking to myself, not pulling up chat comments, but I'm trying to pay attention on my phone because I only have my laptop. So yeah. Johnny Rando says he's a sticker guy from way back. I agree with you. I actually preferred stickers to bookmarks. When I started backing crowdfunding campaigns, I was definitely more excited to receive the stickers than the bookmarks. Although most of you probably know magnets are my favorite because I stick the stickers and I stick the bookmarks in my little Starlight Cats lunchbox. So all the little tchotchke stuff go in there. But my magnets, I put them on my fridge. So they definitely are displayed, and I like having them up because, I have pictures underneath them or child artwork, or I actually think I have one of them's holding up a to-go menu. So, they're definitely, good to have displayed, and they are very useful. Let's see. Everybody saying hi to Vanessa. Stickers bring us together, and bookmarks divide. I don't think Mo pointed out, is Snuggie going to offer NFT bookmarks along with his digital bookmarks? I'm kind of worried people may pirate his digital bookmarks if they aren't on the blockchain. Yeah, you might be right. Okay. All right. So that is the hour mark. At least made the hour. We did go through 2 campaigns. I don't know if anybody else has any questions in regards to Fractured Echo. I think the price is right on this. I think the art is good, even with the $4.99 style coloring, but I think this is where the $4.99 colors work best, not with Narwhal's art. But it's definitely, I can see where the alien comes into this, the feeling of we're in space, so we have, our spaceship that we're trying to check out and see what's there. So before we go, can we take a look at Enter the Chromiverse one last time? I was looking at that the other day, Mo, and I won't pull it up because actually, was it this morning I was looking at it? Yeah, I think it was because there was I think it was right after I kind of looked at this one real quick, and I noticed the funding goal because it has, the 11,000 funding goal. And I'm like, well, what happens if somebody doesn't make their funding goal? I would hope that if you're making a goal of 5,000 or more on your first campaign, that you have your plan B if something doesn't happen. You know what I mean? Great that you make it, and $5,000 is definitely more attainable. Your $11,000 attainable, but you're definitely gonna have to do some work to make that happen. I I think the project is good here, but I think they need to get out to make it happen. So my thought was, okay, what happens if it doesn't make it? And then I'm like, well, Enter the Cromniverse didn't make it. So I went and I looked back, and the comment I'll make on Enter the Cromniverse, they have not updated it since it didn't make funding. So if I was a backer of that, I'd probably be wondering, well, what's going on? Of course, you'll get your money back. At least I think that's how it was set up. But if I backed it, I would have wanted the project. So they don't update that like, hey, we're going to revamp things and we'll be back, or they don't say, hey, we're doing this. There's no communication there as to what the next step is, and I think that's very unfortunate for that campaign. Let's see. Thank you, Johnny. I probably will. I do like talking about CG, but I think if Jim is definitely not coming back, I might be looking for another co-host, because I don't know that I can I can do it by myself, but I definitely have fun, asking other people questions and giving input more so than that. Um, and you're right, Mo. George would want that way. He actually reached out to me like, another week without it, and I'm like, I got to do it for George. So honestly, this is why I'm here. I'm doing it for George. What will the rest of my Sunday consist of? Um, I went shopping earlier. I got a sun hat. I will probably do some laundry and other house stuff because I went out this morning. So, do 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 do. Don't give up on the show, Amanda. I got here late, but doing a good job solo. Thanks, Mo. Uh, if it's fixed and the campaign ends, it's refunded. Flexible, the money gets dropped to the creator. I'm not sure what Into the Cromniverse was, so I'm not sure if they got the money or they didn't. Amanda, get Donnie from the Ballers on. I actually don't even watch the Ballers, so I'm not sure. The only time I reached out to you, like, who's Donnie, Phil? I'm not even sure where he came from. So I appreciate you letting me in on where he came from. All right, Astro Zombie. I'll keep that in mind. Happy birthday, KSS! Thank you for joining us. Not sure if you've been here. You just stepped in, but I think I'm calling it a day. I wanted to at least do an hour by myself. We did go through 2 Indiegogo campaigns. I don't know that anybody else had said anything much about the campaign, so I was really just giving my opinion on things, but not sending Dandy the link. I don't know that PTP would do the show, Mo, because he does his show before this, so that's he'd be like streaming all day. But anyways, all right, guys, I am gonna go back, stop sharing, go back to my StreamYard link, get ready to end it. So thank you all for joining. Thanks for coming. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for at least commenting, so I could at least have things to say based on that. So yeah, I appreciate it. And I have 15 people watching right now, so I feel kind of bad that I'm ending. And I wonder, this must be the best thing going on a Sunday afternoon. So thanks, guys. Yeah. All right. Have a good night. I should see you next week. All right. Bye. Oh, actually, before I end, the 1st, this next coming Friday, we're doing Uncorked. Friday the 1st on Good Stuff Comic Skaters channel. Not sure, crazy if you have that link to share it, but there is the. Oh, Good Stuff is giving me insight for StreamYard. Thanks, Good Stuff. So on Good Stuff Comic Creators channel, first Fridays of the month, which this week will be this coming month, July 1st, we are doing Uncorked, which has Mrs. Good Stuff, Flying Feline, Lola, and myself, where we get together and basically pull up some funny things that have happened, feel good stuff, funny stuff. We usually themed it based on something that might be happening in the month, which honestly we have not discussed what July might be. Maybe Independence, Americana, who knows? But yeah, we need to start talking about that, Mrs. If you're still listening. So yeah, that is what you'll see me with. And then for most of you may know, I do every Thursday with 24 Eyes on 24's channel, and we talk about pop culture. So I do appreciate that those of you that tune in over there. All right. Anyways, thank you all. Have a good night. See you in the chats.